Hi there, welcome to this short video, a supplement video for week 10, how to level up your customer service standard. Now this video, we're going to talk about that first visit orientation to your aesthetic clinic. Have you ever wondered how come some people don't understand your process or even don't understand how you operate? Because you never introduce it in the first place. And this video, I'm going to give you 7 pointers to help you be able to build up that first orientation program for everybody that's new to you. Why would that be important? That customer experience. Throughout the series of videos we had here, we actually talk about paying attention to the client, in this case, paying attention to the patient, and being very careful, human, and then leading that process. Imagine that you have managed to basically bring an online client or even an inquiry into your clinic already in your door, and the last thing that you want to do is to push them away because they don't know how you operate. Whatever it may be, some of you have already a welcome, what's that called, ambassador doing this, but what exactly do you want to bring out? Here we go. The very first point is to be able to introduce your clinic. My clinic ABC does non-invasive treatment with injectables, with energy-based lasers, and you know what? We pamper you too with our Med3.0 package. That's for a start, to basically set the tone to let people come into your world. And this is a time whereby, unlimited by how advertisement guidelines and policies are that any government may set to you, is to be able to brag about your credential, about your education, about your KOL status, about your conference attendance, about your keynote speaking, yada, 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 yada. Right? Because this, after all, is the first orientation introduction to the doctor is going to be making you beautiful. Point number 2, when we talk about setting up this orientation program, what we really want is to be able to let the patient clearly know how to make appointment, how to get vital information, how to be able to reach out easily, and how we can serve you best. Imagine a chicken and a duck. If you never even educate the chicken and the duck, how can they speak fluently? And how would you expect a patient to understand your culture? So therefore, this is the start of communication. This is the start of the user journey to be able to let them feel comfortable. So setting up that orientation program is to create that first positive experience money cannot buy. Point number 3, outline again. Be a little bit articulative, whereby we say, hey, you know what, this is how we fill up our forms. Hey, this is where we go to the restroom, this is where we go to the makeup room, and this is where we do our consultation. And that homeliness feeling, meaning you're not left in a strange place whereby sit one corner, suddenly being called by the doctor, stand up, walk on to the next room, don't know what to expect, walk on to the next room, don't know what to expect, and then boom, then the consultant come in and say, I'm going to do this. It's like, okay lah, right? That's the typical experience, okay lah. Would you want that, or would you want to really level up? Everything you do about customer service experience brings your price up. And point number 4, we need to be able to create things like important touch points. Example, if somebody is really concerned, who to call? Remember, every time I talk about, hey, you know what, my name is so and so, my position is this and this and this and that and that and that. And that's the purpose. I exactly clearly tell you my position, how can I help you? So therefore, introducing a name only is just not good enough today. Introducing a doctor ABC is just not good enough today. You need to add a few more things like, my doctor does this well, 70% of our client base love this treatment. My name is ST. I'm your personal customer service officer. Just by saying this, I already got good reviews already. I'm your personal customer service officer, but of course, you must live up to the standard lah. And procedures are dead frameworks. Dead frameworks meaning to say for the ops manager to be able to see what have we missed out. But remember, we have a community manager, and that is not only a one person's role. Each individual staff is a community manager. There's only one designated person to look after the whole experience, but everyone else is involved in giving the community positive impact. To then want to tell their friends, to then want to upsell and become your lifetime valuable customer with the least resistance. Point number 6, staff training and implementation. All right? Nothing will ever do without a proper training. And therefore, both the ops and the community manager, if you have both, need to come together and say what objective is it in the training. Now, in the training, it's easy to say, I want to level up my service. Level up what? Remember our business model form we done some time back? Go back and revisit it. Remember, we talked about some tasks, about how to implement certain things like SOPs, like doing appointments, yada, yada. Go back to the video and come on back again in the training to put them on the table and says, you know what? Mr. So-and-so that has been working with me 20 years. We need to reinvent. And you know what? Collaboratively with new talent, and we've got to come to consensus and say, let's collaborate and bring ourselves another level in a fun way, because you have new talents and old talents. As a person in charge of training, how are we going to put them together? And training and implementation is not a joke, meaning I literally must be able to be tangible, to be able to have an observation checklist, to make sure you comply, ops manager way. For me, as a community manager, to make sure you engage and send that positive signal, regardless people complain you till the cows come home. And among all this, each of us have 4 temperaments. As an effective trainer and or manager overruling all the training procedures, are you effectively reaching them, talking the language, including your staff and talents? And part 7, continuous improvement. Easier said than done. However, that culture begins with you, from the doctor, the owner, till the ops. Whereby what is called openness, what is called frankness, and what is called don't hide behind a curtain or somebody's apron, but rather take the responsibility for error made. Of course, in the treatment room, sorry doctor, you cannot make error. Okay, but as an operational crew, staff, talent, allow mistakes and be able to make it up. And because most of the talent today coming in are young talents, seriously, they don't need your job. So how are you going to retain them as a small, simple one-man doctor operation? Headache, right? Never mind, last. Read on. And most importantly, conclusion in this video is to develop this SOP not to add a burden for people to be afraid, but rather to be able to bring the best out of themselves. To say, I have a passion in this business, and how passion can be groomed and nurtured. Doctor, that's an art. Thank you for watching this supplement video. My name is ST.